Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do a reading. It is for the week ahead, Gemini. How are you? Thank you so much for showing up here. I appreciate you. We've got a couple of oracle decks we're going to use. We've got the Wisdom of the Oracle. We also have the Psychic Oracle. We're going to use two of those. We're going to throw some tarot at it, and then we're going to clarify and find out what's coming for you in the week ahead. So if you've been here before, Gemini, you know, if you are my ride or die, that I do read for the week ahead. So I am reading, whether you find this reading today, tomorrow, or next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. Let's find out what's going on for you. Gemini, please be aware that there is an eclipse coming on the 17th, right? So we do have a full moon in Pisces on the 17th, but there is a partial lunar eclipse. And this is going to set the stage for the next couple of years here. So there's going to be a lot of changes coming up. So buckle in, friends. Let's find out what's coming up in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Gemini. We've got sacrifice. So I feel like in the week ahead, you will be sacrificing something. It feels like it is something that could be emotional. It might be even a point of view. Sacrifice in this deck, this is the Hanged Man energy. So it's like somebody's got a perspective, and now that I see the perspective, I know what's going on. I've got to do something about it. So let's talk a little bit more. Let's find one more card. We've got the heart chakra. It feels like it is going to involve a heart-based decision. You're making an emotional decision. You can see she's up to her waist in water. And it feels like emotions have been sacrificed, or you've been dealing with a lot of emotions. And you're trying to get a perspective here, Gemini, about what you're going to do with all of these emotions. I really feel that they all come pouring in. I'm just looking at the rainbow here, that they all come pouring in, because I feel like what you don't realize is that you are the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, I'm just going to say. But it feels like you have to pass through some sort of a sacrifice, which means now you either see something clearer, you see the perspective, and you now have to do something about it, or you're going to have to sacrifice something in order to have this emotional happiness. It feels like it's going to open the heart chakra if it's not open yet, but it feels like it will be, it will give you stability of the heart. We've got card number 4 here. So card number 12, that is Piscean energy. So you could have Pisces in the chart. You don't have to. Bottom of the deck, we have financial and material changes that are coming in the weeks ahead. So ahead of this reading. Tell me more about Gemini. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. We've got soulmates. Interesting. Very interesting energy here. We've got card number 41, which is a 5. Penguins mate for life. They sure do. I feel like somebody here is getting a different perspective, or another perspective on a soulmate connection. It feels like it's very entangled with the heart chakra here. Tell me what else I need to know. One more card, please, for Gemini. We've got chop wood. It feels like you're going to have to make some sort of a heart-based sacrifice. And for some of you, it's a different perspective that you have now. You're seeing things differently about a soulmate. Could be a soulmate friend, could be soulmate love. But either way, I feel like it is going to affect or open the heart chakra. And I feel like it's been really hard work to do that. It feels like maybe you've been sort of shut off or shut down as it comes to your emotions and the heart space. Chopping wood is hard work, right? But these doors are open, I want to say. The doors are open, and card number 42 is a 6. You're willing to give reciprocity to whomever arrives. But I feel like opening this heart chakra here is going to be hard work. That's what it feels like here. We've got time to go. Ooh, and sacrifice. It does feel like you're going to have to sacrifice something in order to have this heartfelt soulmate energy here. We've got card number 45, which is a 9, and that's hermit energy. We do have a lot of greens and browns and earth energies here. Somebody here is running for the door. You can see running for the door. It's like this is a place they want to leave, and they want to go through that door. And it almost looks like this person, like they're almost disappearing as they run for the door. So I want to say that there is an old cycle excuse me, that has come to an end, and you're about to hit the new cycle. You're going into the new cycle. So the full moons are about releasing things, right? And so we do have a full moon coming on the 17th and an eclipse, and things are going to change quickly. It's time to go. You got to make a sacrifice in order to either make room for, or maybe you're sacrificing a soulmate. Might be hard on the heart. Let's take a look a little further here. Let's get some tarot on it, get some detail. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini, if you're interested in getting a discount on a private read, or you're interested in coming over to the membership area, where we're already having a little bit of fun, please look at the pinned comment below. Tell me about the sacrifice energy here, please. Tell me about this Hanged Man energy. What is this? We've got the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior energy here. It feels like somebody is gaining some clarity in a perspective about why I'm in the Wounded Warrior energy. It feels like you're exhausted. It feels like you've been carrying around burdens, not just for you, but for everyone else. This person is holding their Ace of Wands in the air, which tells me that you're ready for some sort of a new beginning. But there's 8 wands behind that person. It tells me that things are about to speed up, move forward, or you're taking action on something. That is wands, right? Tell me about the soulmates. We do have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody here is not putting in a whole lot of effort or energy for you here. Tell me about the heart chakra. We've got the Judgment card. A decision of the heart needs to be made here. Tell me about chop wood. We do have the Hierophant. Whew, this tells me someone needs to make a decision because commitment is hard work. Somebody's really deciding to make some sort of decision. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse does indicate that somebody doesn't see something clearly. We haven't gone over enough details. Is this really my soulmate? It almost feels like somebody who is not working on themselves, like somebody is in a connection with somebody who's not working on themselves, who's not really putting in any effort to work on themselves. It's almost like somebody's riding the coattails of someone else. So maybe you're the one that has a job and the other one just sort of helps. Or maybe you're the one that carries everything in the relationship. You plan the dates. You are the one who is in charge of financial stuff. And I feel like the other person isn't really putting in a whole lot of effort. That's what it feels like here. And so it feels like somebody here is holding back or in indecision. And somebody starts to wonder, well, is there competition? Is that why this person is not putting in their effort? Tell me about the 9 of Wands and sacrifice, because the 9 of Wands, 9s are at the end of the cycle, and it feels like somebody wants to drop some burdens, and they know it's going to take a sacrifice in order to do that. I'm going to have to cut something out, but it looks like it's going to be a very, very emotional situation here. Tell me about the 9 of Wands and sacrifice. We've got the King of Pentacles. Masculine leaning energy, but also feminine energy, because as humans, we all have feminine and masculine energy. We pick which way we lean, right? And King of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. We have the 5 of Cups. So somebody here is moving really slowly to making some type of a decision in the 3D. I feel like somebody here is exhausted. I want to say that it's somebody who might be the King of Pentacles. Now, I know that you're an air sign, Gemini, of course, but you could be the person who right now is in charge of making all the money, paying all the bills. You're the person who's providing a lifestyle for someone else who I feel is not putting in a whole lot of effort. It feels like all the effort is coming from your side. It feels like it's lopsided just a little bit. I feel like you're becoming exhausted because you are the King of Pentacles, and what that means is you're the person who is always bringing in opportunity to make money, looking for opportunity to make money, someone who's solid and grounded and sturdy and providing. We do have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which tells me that you don't want to close this cycle because you're fearful that you might have regrets. But the Sacrifice card is here. So it almost feels like somebody is entertaining the thought of, is this even really for me? I'm not really sure if it's for me. And do I have to make a sacrifice here in order to not be exhausted? Because it feels like with this soulmate energy here that somebody with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse isn't necessarily fulfilling their side of the bargain. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the soulmates. We've got the Hanged Man. Again, it shows up, right? Second time. That's what the Sacrifice card is over there. We've got the Eight of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Swords. It feels like you need more clarity. You need more information. You need more clarity. It feels like before you walk away, it feels like you're being very careful. Before you walk away or decide that you are no longer going to participate in whatever the situation is that you've been doing all of, I feel like the Hanged energy is here. So it tells me you're holding back. You're kind of pulling back, wide angle lens, right? So you can get everything in the picture, so you can kind of look over everything and get some great clarity on what's going on. Hanged Man energy is also your intuition. So I feel like your intuitive energy already has an answer, but I feel like you're holding back or waiting because you're not sure if you want to end it, right? Ten of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's got their foot in the door. Don't close the door on me. I'm not sure if I want to go. I don't know if I want to exactly be in this Ten of Swords energy because I don't want to have any regrets. So I feel like you need some clarity. There's going to have to be a conversation that opens with you and the soulmate, whether it's a soulmate friend or a soulmate love. But if it does feel like there's two people who are living together, I'm just going to say that they're in a very close relationship. So whether you're living with your roommate or your best friend, or this is a relationship, take it as it resonates for you. But it does feel like your intuitive energy is telling you, look, somebody here is not putting in as much energy as you're putting in. We're looking at the Eight of Pentacles against the King of Pentacles, right? You might be more practiced at it. You might be older. You might be someone who has more knowledge of the pentacle world than somebody else. But we do have the Eight of Cups here. It feels like at some point you're going to have to take the emotion out of it and decide whether you're going or not. But I think that before you end this, I think that the Ace of Swords needs to ensue. We have to have a conversation about what we're going to do. It's almost like you want somebody to, how can I say, who is going, you want to open a conversation, a very pointed, honest, and truthful conversation with a lot of clarity, because you want this person to convince you to stay, give you the reason to stay. We've got Judgment, and we have the heart chakra. It's a judgment of the heart. And I feel like it's one that is going to change everything here. Tell me about Judgment and the heart chakra, please. We do have the High Priestess. More intuition. I think that you just need to really listen to what your gut says. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Two of Swords. So I feel like a decision must be made based on your intuition. I feel like you need to be by yourself in the silence so you can listen through meditation or prayer. And we do have the Knight of Cups, which tells me that you really need to do what's best for you, right? This particular depiction of the Knight of Cups tells me I need to do what's best for my heart, right? Oh, my heart, my heart. I don't want to fall in love. Love is just like a knife. You make my life feel good. But is this the end? That's a song. Yeah, she says something about, I really have to make a decision for myself. It scares me to death now, baby. That's what she says. This is a really old song. It might even be for like the early 80s. But it is, I feel like if you Google those words, those lyrics, I think there's something for you there. It does feel like that you've fallen desperately in love with somebody here. But it also feels like you know that you have to make a decision that is best for you, that's best for your heart. That's what she says in the song. And I feel like you're blocked right now. You're trying to feel the situation out rather than looking at it with your eyes, right? You're trying to feel the situation out. That's why her eyes are covered. There's something here that you're failing to see about the situation, and so you're trying to feel it out. But we have lots of emotions here, right? We have High Priestess, which is card number 12. The High Priestess is Piscean energy, which tells me you need to look at your intuition. We also have the Knight of Cups, who is the passive knight, right? The one who is not charging forward, but the one who is moving at something slowly, because I'm not exactly quite sure what I want to do here. Tell me about the Judgment. You have to make some sort of a big decision, because I feel like you're carrying it all here, and I feel like it's getting pretty heavy, Gemini. Tell me about Judgment. We've got the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, there it is right there. You're thinking of ending some sort of a relationship here, or sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Windows are open. It was a confirmation, I think, is what that was. And then we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, there is going to be some sort of heartbreak here. I feel like there needs to be a conversation, but I'm just going to be honest. I see 3 and 2 is 5 and 1 is 6. 6 is about moving on. The Six of Swords is about leaving the choppy waters to go to some place that is calmer. So I do see the 3 and the 5 here. I feel like when you bring it up, or you want to talk about it, or you want to talk about, look, you need to, I can't be the one who's carrying this whole relationship. I need more effort from you. I feel like it's going to end up in heartbreak. So I feel like this commitment that you're in, whether it's marriage, or you're just living together, or you're engaged, or this is a deep friendship, or someone that you're living with, right? Could be a friend that you're living with. But it feels like this Hierophant energy tells me that you really need to learn a lesson here. There is a really big lesson to be learned here, but also that the Hierophant is telling me that I feel like you need to check with the higher self. We've got the Hanged Man twice. We've got the High Priestess. Now we have the Hierophant. You need to do what's best for you. Go your own way. Do the right thing. Do the traditional thing. Like this is energy that's telling me that it is all about you and what your decision is. It doesn't mean that you're not a good person because you're tired of chopping wood. I feel like this has all been really heavy and hard for you to do on your own here. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Four of Wands, and we have the Empress. So I feel like somebody here is like, I do want to get married, but I want to marry an Empress. I want to marry someone who can take care of themselves, who is going to match me 100%. And I feel like you're not getting that right now, Gemini. There is somebody here who I feel would rather stay home, take care of the home, take care of the children. And I feel like you might be an entrepreneur, or somebody who's always outsourcing money, or looking for opportunities to make money. And I feel like this person here is somebody who would rather just stay home, take care of the kids, take care of the home, because that's what the Empress does, right? But I feel like this person isn't someone who is, the person that you're with is not really putting in a whole lot of energy, and what you require is an Empress who can carry their part, if that makes any sense at all. So we do have the student, and the student, when the teacher is here, the student appears, right? When the student is ready, the teacher appears. That's what it is. So I feel like you need to make some sort of decision. I feel like with the Page of Swords here that you need more information. So when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and the Hierophant is the spiritual teacher. I feel like you need to make a really big decision, Gemini. It feels like there is a decision, but I feel like it has something that is going to be really tough to deal with, because I feel like you're in a spot where you thought this was going to go differently. You thought it was going to be even, right? That you would be bringing in the finances, and that this person would be balancing you out. But I don't think that they're doing that. I think they're in the Eight of Pentacles, but you're looking for an Empress. And maybe this person looked like an Empress. Look, we can be fooled. From a distance, everything looks great. When you get up close and you start living with that person, you start like living in the same house with that person. This person, I feel that you require an Empress, but I feel like your person is the Eight of Pentacles and you're the King. Therefore, you have to carry it all. And look, it might be time to go. In order to get some peace, it just may be time to go. I'm just saying. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. We do have the Five of Swords. There's about to be a really big argument coming up here. Conflict and disagreement. And I feel like it's because the person who's in the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is somebody who's very codependent on you, Gemini. Somebody who isn't offering to you as much as you are offering to them. And that to me is a vibrational difference. It's a big vibrational difference. And so we're at this place of the Four of Pentacles, and that is shut off, shut down, miserly. I got to put limits on it. Like, givers got to put limits on things because takers will not put limits on things. The thing is I feel like this is a soulmate connection. We do have the soulmate here, the soulmate connection, somebody that you are really connected to via the heart, but I feel like that this isn't going exactly the way you wanted it to, and you've been waiting for it to work itself out. You've been waiting here, going over details, waiting here for it to work itself out, but I have a feeling that somebody's about to turn their back, but it's just sort of prolonging it for this moment because you're not really sure what to do with the Moon card. And then we do have the Six of Swords. I feel like inevitably, it does feel like you move on, but there is some sort of really big decision to make because I feel like there are a lot of financial and material changes or things are at stake here. And it feels like it's with the Five. I've got the Five, which is lack. And so I feel like you need to make some sort of a quick change here because we do have Five here, and then we have Five here. We have card number 41, which is a 5. 2 5s for me is quick change. I feel like something is going to change quickly, and that right there, my friends, is eclipse energy. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Gemini. Thanks for being here and watching and all the ways you love me. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Happy Sunday. Bye-bye.